Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Divine, and if this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by once again. So today's tutorial is going to be on how to draft a basic bodice block. So now we can use this particular pattern for our burstiers, for our manipulated corsets. We can also use this pattern for our tube with yoke. So if we want to attach yoke to our blouse, our outfit, we can use this particular pattern for it. So if this is what you are interested in, kindly watch this video to the end. Click on the like button, share this video, and also click on the subscribe button so you get updated anytime we post a video on this channel. So for today's tutorial, these are the materials we'll be using. So let's get into it. So firstly, we'll be marking out our horizontal measurements. So we'll be using the edge of the paper as our starting point. So this will be our shoulder. So from our shoulder to our apex, which is the fullest part of our bust, in this measurement it's 9.5, 9.5. We'll be marking 9.5. Next will be our length to the under bust, which is 12.5. Then the next is our half length, 15.5. We'll mark it out. Then our blouse full length, 23. So we'll also mark out 23 inches. So I'll come here again to mark the same measurements so I can get a straight line. This is our apex, this is our length to under bust, this is our waist, and this is our blouse length. The next to measure is our shoulder measurement, and our shoulder here is 15. So to mark our shoulder measurement, we divide our shoulder by 2. So 15 divided by 2, now we have 7.5. So on this shoulder line, we'll be marking 7.5. We also have to get our chest line measurement, and our chest line is our bust measurement divided by 4, which is 9.25, minus 1.5, which gives us 7.75. So that will be our chest line. So from the shoulder, I'll be marking 7.75. I'll draw a straight line and label it chest line. So that's it. So now, we will also be marking our shoulder measurement on this chest line. And our shoulder is 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5. We will also be marking it on this chest line. Then we connect this point to this point. The next to do on this draft now is to get our bust span. Our bust span is our nipple to nipple measurement. So we have 7.5. We'll be dividing this bust span by 2 to get our dart leg here. So on the bust, 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.75. So we'll be marking 3.75 from the blouse full length, 3.75, all the way to the shoulder, 3.75. Then we'll draw a straight line. We'll draw a straight line also. So this is it. Now we'll be getting our dart leg. So from the waistline, on this dart leg, we go in by 1 inch. From this dart leg again, we come in by 1 inch. So let's mark that out. 1 inch. We'll repeat the same thing on the blouse length. 1 inch, 1 inch, Then we draw a straight line connecting this point. We will also extend it to the length to the underbust. 1 inch, 1 inch. Connect this point too. So now, from the length to the underbust, we're connecting this point to the apex. This point to the apex using this side of our multipurpose curve. Please take note of how I'm placing the curve. Okay, so this is what we have. Then from our apex, we'll go up by ½ an inch. We'll mark it ½ an inch from the apex. From this bust span on the shoulder line, we'll go in by 1 inch, then come in, come out by 1 inch. Then we'll be connecting this point to this point, this point to this point. So we have that now. Then on this shoulder line here, we'll be coming down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope because our shoulders are not straight. So we'll come down by 1 inch, then connect this point to this point. Now we'll also be getting our neck line. So the neckline here is 2.75. I'll be using 2.75 for this tutorial, and I'll be coming down by 3.25. So this is the basic neckline, and I'll connect it using my curve. So from here now, I'll be getting our body measurements. So on the chest line is where we'll be marking our bust measurement. And in the measurement, I said our bust is 37. So 37 divided by 4 is 9.25. So we'll be marking 9.25 from here. We'll mark our 9.25. Then on the waist, we said our waist is 32. So we'll divide 32 divided by 4, which will give us 8. So we'll mark our 8. We'll mark our 8 inches. Then don't forget to replace these darts. So we have 2 inches for the darts. We'll have to replace it. 2 inches. Then on the blouse length is where we'll be putting our hip measurement. And I said our hip measurement is 40 divided by 4, which gives us 10. So we'll mark the 10. We'll mark the 10 inches. And also calculate this dart, which is 2 inches. We'll make sure we replace it also. Then we connect all the points together. We'll connect all the points together. So next is the armhole curve. For this armhole curve, what we have from here to here, 6.75, I'll be dividing it by 2 to get the equal halves. I'll mark it out. Then I'll go in by ½ an inch from this mark here. I hope you can see this. So I'll be going in by ½ an inch from here. Then I'll be using my curve to connect from this point to this point to this point. Make sure I curve it well. So this is what I have. So for this, the hem of the blouse, to avoid having a sharp point, I'll go up by 1 inch. I'll mark it, then I'll blend it back to the blouse full length, so I don't have a sharp curve there as the front. So I'll just be using my marker pen to highlight the points so we can see them very well. So the last thing we'll be doing on our front block is to add our bust dart, which is the difference between our front half length and our back half length. So for the front half length I have 15.5, while the back I have 13.5. So the difference is 2. So I'll come to this our apex line, mark 1 inch up, and come back to the apex line and mark 1 inch down to give us the 2 inches, which is the difference between the front and the back. Then from this bust span point, I'm going to come in by 0.25. I'll come in by 0.25, then connect this point to the 0.25 and this point to the 0.25. And I'll mark it. Do the same thing here. That's it. So I'll also be using the marker to highlight so we can see it properly. So here you have it. So this is it for the front block. So for our back pattern, the first thing we'll be doing is to come down from this top of our paper by 1 inch. So I'll mark 1 inch down from the edge of our paper and I'll rule a straight line. The next is to mark our shoulder. So this line here will now be our shoulder measurements. This 1 inch here, unlike the front where we started our shoulder from here, for the back our shoulder will start from here. So from this shoulder line now, we'll mark our chest line. Our chest line, which was 7.75 for the front, which is our bust divided by 4 minus 1.5. So 7.75, 7.75. We'll rule a straight line. So the next thing is to mark our half length, which is 13.5 for the back. 13.5. 13.5. Please take note that all the measurements are starting from this 1 inch, which is now our shoulder measurement. So we'll mark 13.5. Then the next thing to mark is the blouse full length. So because of the difference between the front and the back, we will need to come to the front and measure from the waist to the blouse full length. So now here we have 7.5. So that will be what we'll be taking at the back for the blouse full length to 7.5. 7.5. Then we'll mark it out. So we'll label it. This is the blouse full length. This is our waist. Then this is our chest line. So the next thing to do will be to mark our shoulder measurement, which is 15 divided by 2. That will be 7.5. We'll also mark the same thing on the chest line, 7.5. Then we'll connect points together. After which, we'll mark our waist measurement, which is 32 inches. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. So we'll mark 8. And the allowance for our back dart is usually 1 inch. So we'll be adding the 1 inch here. The back dart is 1 inch, so we'll be replacing the 1 inch here. Then we'll be marking our bust measurement on the chest line. And our bust measurement is 37 divided by 4, which is 9.25. So we'll be marking it here, 9.25. Then lastly, we'll be marking our hip measurement on the blouse length. And our hip is 40 divided by 4, which is 10. We'll be marking the 10. So please note that we are only adding the 1 inch on the waist. The 1 inch extra for the dart is only added at the waist, not the hip, not the chest line. So now we'll connect the points together. So now, to get the darts for the back, after connecting our points, we'll measure from the shaping from this point to the end, and we have 9 inches. So we'll divide that 9 inches by 2. To give us 4.5. So we'll go up from this waist by 5 inches. And we'll mark the 5 inches. We'll also come down from this waist by 5 inches again. Then we'll draw a straight line. Connecting this 5 inch to this 5 inch to this waist. Then the other 5 inches down to the waist. Then on the waistline, on both sides of this line, we'll be marking half an inch, half an inch. Half an inch, half an inch. Then we'll be drawing out the dart legs from this point to this point. So we'll be doing the same further down. So as you can see, this is how it's going to be. So coming to the upper parts, we use 3 inches for the neck, 2.75. So we're marking the 2.75 on the shoulder line for the neck width. Then we'll go up on the starting of this paper, on the edge of this paper. We'll also mark that same 2.75. Then this edge of the paper, where we came down by 1 inch, we'll be connecting it back to the shoulder line. Then we'll come down by 1 inch for our neck depth, which is also on this shoulder line. We'll be connecting here to here. So here we have it. Then on the shoulder line here, we'll divide it by 2. Mark what we get, then connect here to here using our curve. So on the hem of our blouse, as we also went up by 1 inch here, we'll go up by 1 inch here also to avoid sharp points, and use our multipurpose curve to blend in again. So here we have it. So the purpose of going up by 1 inch here, as you can see, the front is not like that, is because this front that we went up by 1 inch, we complete the back, sorry, that we went up by 1 inch, we complete the front. When the back is this high, it completes the front. So that's why we went up by 1 inch here. So I'll be using my marker pen now to highlight this. So let's highlight this so we can see it clearly. So here you have it. This is our back pattern. So I hope it came out well, and I hope we understand how we got every of our point here.